Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Juan Tamez, the Energy Focuser, and I will be doing the energy guidance for March 7th through March 13th, 2022. Let's go ahead and get started with our first combination. So we have the King of Air and Veil. The King of Air here, he's moving forward, but he doesn't know where he's going. So he's walking aimlessly. Okay, so are your thoughts irrational? Are you overthinking things? Are you trying to figure something out and you don't even have the slightest of the idea of how to even do something, how to move forward? So you may be a person who is a parent, who is a manager, who is a person that's in charge of other people, who is someone who's leading the way, but you're not sure. And I say this because this is a king. This is someone who's in charge. This is someone who's reached the highest position in a certain aspect of their life, right? And the air sign, as I've said before, is about rationalizing. It's about thinking. It's about observing. It's about communication, okay? So maybe you need to learn how to communicate effectively. Maybe you need to go take some speech class, a writing course. Maybe you just want to talk to someone. Maybe you want to seek help with a therapist, So however this best relates to you, stop overthinking. Stop trying to make decisions out of thin air. If you don't know, you don't know. And that's okay. Next combination, we have Six of Air and the Olive Tree. So, again, we're thinking, we're rationalizing, we're trying to move forward, we're trying to be objective, positive, and we're trying to make a determination, okay? And the olive tree is talking about growth. So as we relax, as we tone it down, as we enjoy life, we enjoy the thoughts that are positive, the feelings that are positive, the words that are positive, the people who are positive, the situations who are positive. And this is not going to be 24 hours a day. But when it happens, enjoy it and keep that in mind so you can help yourself to grow in that aspect, to grow positively. Okay? This is something that you have to practice. You're not going to be just one time, be happy and stay there for the rest of eternity. Okay? Everything depends on what you practice in your life. Do you practice the positivity? Do you practice the negativity? Do you practice being unstable? Do you practice split energy, as I've learned to call that? You want one thing, but you do another. You say one thing, but you do another. You say one thing, but you mean the opposite, So whatever you're putting out there is growing. Next combination, the Lovers and Hand in Hand. So if you have a love situation going on, things should be looking pretty good right now. Okay? We have the Lovers. We have a relationship. We have something good, something positive. Hand in hand, working together. You trust each other more. You're talking a lot more than before. You are moving forward. You're experiencing things that maybe you had not experienced before, or you're experiencing things in a new way. It could be with the same person in a new way. It could be with somebody new that you're experiencing something that you've done before, but it just feels right. It feels better. Okay, so if you had a love question, there's your answer. If you're not in a relationship, how does this relate to you? Your self-love. Where do you stand with your self-love, with your self-worth? Do you have that connection with your inner being? Do you have that connection with your energy? Do you have that connection of not being split? I can say that I have that connection with myself because I've learned it, because I've practiced it, because I stopped flip-flopping. I make a choice, I make a decision, and if I want things to unfold in a certain way, then I have to go into the direction of how things will flow naturally. Okay. Next combination. The Hermit and Fence Sitter. So the Hermit is a person who stays very closed off. Someone who retreats, whether it is into their home, into their bedroom, where they retreat into themselves. They just kind of close the doors to everybody else. And the fence sitter is, again, split energy, right? So the Hermit has to retreat into themselves, and then they're flip-flopping. They're thinking, they're overthinking, and they're overanalyzing, and they're trying to figure it out, and they won't make a decision without first knowing what's going to happen, and that's impossible. Okay, so you either get it together and move forward, or be frazzled and move forward. But choose something. Live your life, enjoy it, and make the best of it, you know? We're not running out of time, but there's only so much that you can do, and everything else is out of your hands. Our next combination. 3 of Earth and Diamond Ring. So the 3 of Earth is talking about the creativity that we have. It's about looking at the world differently, enjoying what in your surroundings, you know. The abundance, the blessings, as I've said before, are everywhere. How do you relate to these situations, these earthly matters? And the diamond ring is making that connection with all of those things, right? You see, maybe you're out in nature, you make a connection with nature. You are talking to other people, you make a connection with other people. You know, you're trying to find that happiness and that stability, because it is an earth card. So you're finding that stability and you're creating a marriage with it. Okay? You're trying to make the best of the situation. Are marriages perfect? No. Right? But you learn from one another and you cope and you move forward. Okay, next combination. The Page of Air and No. Okay, so right now is not the time to make big decisions. Right now is not the time to think, I'm going to go get a car, I'm going to go get a house, I'm going to go get married, I'm going to make a trip, I'm going to invest all this money in whatever, I'm going to... No. Think about what you're going to do before you do it. Because you can be told one thing, but it's actually unfolds in a different way. Okay, so you're not being given all the information that you need to know. So before you make a decision, gather all your information. And it may seem like you have all the information, but there's always more. And our last combination, the 8 of Air and the Star of Bethlehem. So the 8 of Air is, again, almost like how we started, where you're trying to move forward and you're leading the way. But the Star of Bethlehem is showing us the way. So what is the Star of Bethlehem? To me, it is your intuition. It is your guidance. It is your connection with the universe, right? Your energy. So listen to that intuitive nature, okay? And that intuitive nature is very subtle. It's going to feel like an impulse. It's going to feel like a vague thought. It's going to sound like vague words. And vague, I mean like you're not even thinking about it, but it just comes to mind. Okay? It's not effort. It's not you rationalizing. It's not you making it something that it's not. It's just a small impulse. You know, I'm going to call this person. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do that. Whatever that might be. So we start off not knowing what we're doing. And as we go through our process of the week, we find our comfort. We find our zone. We find ourselves. We're able to just put it together and move forward. Okay, so we have a lot of air cards. So there's a lot of thoughts in the air. There's a lot of split energy. There's a lot of indecisiveness. The Earth card is bringing us some pretty good stability, right? It's the Three of Earth. Again, it's talking about the creativity. It's talking about being part of something, feeling like you're part of something, whether it's your work, your life, your situation, as it best fits to you. You feel like you're a part of it. And the two major cards, we have kind of like an opposite, right? Opposition there, the Lovers and the Hermit. Again, being part of something but retreating, and being part of something but retreating. So this week will be about making decisions. Again, don't jump in head first. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're up to date with my most recent video. And I will be back with more videos.